Seeing that this may be the last chance uh, for DC Nation, I had decided to review the new Batman series, Beware the Batman. This new, was it CG animation show? I have seen the first episode, and I have decided to review them. There may be a chance where I cannot review one episode, but I am not really. But seeing I'm a guy who is usually a pessimist. They never gave I have a feeling that DC Nation is doomed from the very start. But am I saying Beware the Batman is a bad show? Well, I'm not exactly good when it comes to receptions until I have read the receptions. But I'll still give you a full summary of everything. Beware the Batman hunted. We see, I think, a young Bruce Wayne and his faithful butler Alfred, who in this version is actually portrayed as pretty bulky and has really taught Bruce many things. We are also introduced to the first villains, Mr. Pig and Mr. Toad. Wait, was it Mr. Pig? No, I was wrong. It was Professor Pig and Mr. Toad. And well, Mr. Pig looks like a fat man with a doctor's complex or whatever. He constantly talks about physical and cholesterol, and he's a bit of an eco-terrorist, and he appears to have a pig mask on him, while Mr. Toad, well, he actually looks like a short man that is actually a mutated toad, and he somehow has a supersonic croak. Also, the guns in this episode are a little bit different. They're more colorful. Ever since that incident you all know, they said they changed the guns, and you can actually see that they really have. After Alfred is in an incident mistaken as Bruce Wayne by these eco-terrorists, they kidnap Alfred together with two other people. One of them is Simon Stagg, and I of course forgot the other one. But Batman saves them and destroys the building that Professor Pig and Mr. Toad was in. However, they also escape. But in this incident, Batman suffered some wounds, but Alfred, however, damaged his ankle. So he said that it may be a time when I won't be around anymore, so I've been hiring a replacement. He opens the door, and a beautiful Japanese woman, I think she's Japanese at least, well, technically the character is supposed to be. It's Tatsu Yamashiro, who everyone everywhere else have found out that her real name is Katana. So this is the story about these three. We are introduced to a new Alfred, or perhaps actually an Alfred. Alfred have always been a cool character who is very smart, and is actually the only one who tuned down the little bit more out of their well, I wouldn't say Batman is crazy. It's just that Batman trusts no one but Alfred, and you really can see here that he is a faithful friend to Bruce, as well as his human shield, so to speak, saying that yes, that's in the movie, Batman is not immortal. But he is also a little bit more action-packed here, although we only see that a little bit. And we're only introduced to this Katana lady actually only 10 seconds, so it's not yet shown what she can do, but we all know what to expect. This new Batman looks younger, but it's not entirely younger. I think he's the same age, but a little bit older than that the Batman character. Now to the voice actors, as I love to talk about them. Alfred is voiced by G.B. Blanche. One of them one of them a little bit, well, I wouldn't say he is a new anime voice actor. He has actually been in the anime voice acting business in quite a while. It's just that sometimes I begin to wonder, have anybody ever seen him? One of his most famous anime roles, I think at least, is besides Saijin Kumamura in Bleach, also a short role as Hiruku, Sasori's puppet in Naruto, Shippuden, and the Pakkon. And he has made his voice is pretty well. Can I say recognizable? I don't think that was the word I was looking for. I meant he has that deep voice, and he gives a tough British voice in this one, but not as deep as other Alfred roles. It doesn't really sound so British, but it is. Tatsu is voiced by Sumali Montano, who is famous for her role in RC, a very good role, I must say. RC, well, yeah, she really had that voice. I'm sorry if I'm stammering and doing all that stuff, but it's early in the morning. In this show, she's putting on an Asian accent. And it's good. It's, as I said, we only saw her 10 seconds, so we have to wait until next episode. But the most important one is the Batman's voice, Anthony Rivar. So, what can I say? As I said before, I'm really bad when it comes to reviewing people's performances. But let's just say this. Anthony has a deep voice. A deep voice that Batman always needs. However, it appears that unlike some Batman actors, he really doesn't change his deep voice. I mean, as Bruce, usually these voice actors have a lighter voice as Bruce Wayne and a deeper voice as Batman. I haven't listened exactly enough, but it appears his deep voice is always the same as both Bruce and as Batman. That may fit as the character's as Bruce is a little bit a guy who do not want to admit his wrongs and is shouldered by the fact that he is the Batman. So if that's good or bad, it may I don't know, but I can at least say that Anthony has the deep voice of a Batman, and that's necessary. So, I'll give him a chance. And now the villains. Professor Pig is voiced by Brian George, an actor who has voiced many characters in recent days. He's a bit famous for his British-like voice or his Indian voices. However, that Mr. Toad, I'm afraid I cannot give you his voice, because nobody have written it to me. If I do, I'll probably written it in the ending. But this episode, I'll say, we are introduced to much of this character and the shows. A bit action-packed, nice graphics, but it's just the first episode. So I'll say everybody watch more, and I'll think we will see more surprises. So I'll say I'll definitely watch this show and more of these retro characters, because we are introduced to some of the retro villains a little bit. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Even though I'm not really a retro fan, I'm at least looking forward to how they will play out in this one. So I'll see you in another Batman review, perhaps. Until the meantime, have a good day.